Hello everyone, and welcome to my April completed pages. We're gonna just jump right into it. We have Whales on Stilts. This is one of my thrifted books that I got with pictures in it to color. I believe I did a video on this one. So there's the dude. I just did this in Super Tips, and that is a rose gold paint pen, acrylic paint pen, and I want to say that has a little bit of glitter gel pen in it. It's kind of looking like it is his tie. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Oh, this is Jelly Roll Moonlight Neon Glaze Pen. Glaze. It's not glaze. It's a gel pen. But mostly Super Tips. So that is Whales on Stilts by M.T. Anderson. The next one is another one of my thrifted books, Rama the Gypsy Cat by Betsy C. Byers. This book is a little fragile. The pages are very thin. It's almost kind of newsprinty. And I just did that with Distress inks. The shiny part is some leftover eyeshadow from a previous project. I didn't wash my brush, but I still like it. So, Rama the Gypsy Cat by Betsy C. Byers, illustrated by Peggy Bacon. The next one is in the next two, Remembering Miss Rossi, another thrifted book. I believe I also did a video on this one, and it was also for the Lonely Pencil Challenge. I used my Crayolas on these two pages. I did have these posted to my Instagram, but that was my first Instagram that got deleted. So by the time I got back to posting things, the Lonely Pencil Challenge was over. So hopefully Ever from the Humanity was able to catch all those before they were deleted. Just did a couple of cupcakes there. And then again, using the Crayolas, a little bit of silver gel pen there. I did this page of the buildings. That was fun. So that is Remembering Miss Rossi by Amy Hest, illustrated by Heather Mayone. Another thrifted book, Something Big Has Been Here, poems by Jack Prelutsky, drawings by James Stevenson. Did one in here. Denson Dumb. I did that with my Super Tips, some Jelly Roll neon gel pens, a little bit of white Jelly Roll in there, and some chrome paint pen on the metal parts of those light bulbs. Cute little poems. So that is Something Big Has Been Here, poems by Jack Prelutsky, drawings by James Stevenson. This Lots of Dots by Anna and Sheena. Was another page I did for the Lonely Pencil Challenge. These were my Mindware color pencils. This is a fun book. This first page I did out of here. I will definitely be doing more. Lots of dots. This is the first page that I did in Johanna Basford's World of Flowers. I used a technique that I've never used before. I saw it on Facebook, and that is also why this and this is here. I tried to protect things and it didn't quite work out, but that's okay. As you can see here, it bled completely through the page, which this is one of my favorite pages, so I guess I'll be painting that to cover that up. So there is the page. The technique I used was you put water, liquid soap. I used a clear liquid hand soap, and your paint of choice, which I used my iridescent acrylic paints. It's like purple and then it iridesces to blue. And you blow bubbles, and you just let the bubbles go all over the page. And that's what happens. It leaves all those cool little marks. I think I had a bit too much water, which is why I do believe it went through like it did. Not a big deal for me. Like I said, I can paint over that, and I did get a little bit on there too. It's pretty wet. I had to stick it in front of the fan to dry it, or it would have probably taken a few days. And the rest of it, the flowers, I didn't color at all. That's just kind of where the water bled under the masking, because I had masked everything. And then I just outlined them in white gel pen. And then I used my purple and green glitter markers from the Dollar Tree, and the pink and the blue are Link Shine glitter gel pens. And that's all that is. Like I said, I didn't even color the flowers anymore. That's just where the color from the paint bled through under the masking. And then this is acrylic paint pen. The twigs, stems, whatever you want to call them. And then I painted with black acrylic paint around the outside, and then stuck a washi tape border over that as well. So that was a fun experience. I do believe if I do that again, it's going to be something like an artist edition book where the paper is super thick, more like watercolor paper, or completely take the page out of the book to protect other things more. I really like this book. So that is Johanna Basford's World of Flowers. Next, I have Charlie Harper, 50 Drawings. This was a new book to me this month. My haul video was before this. And I did this page, The Woodpecker. This was all done in alcohol markers. You see alcohol markers and acrylic white paint pen here. And I did try to match his example in the back. I think it did pretty well. So there's that. Charlie Harper, 50 Drawings coloring book. The next one is another Charlie Harper book. This one is volume 1. Did 2 in here. Did the Calico Kitty. The only thing that I changed on this, that is his example, was I made my leaves two-toned. Again, I used alcohol markers and a white acrylic paint pen. And the next one is this bird. I did follow his colors on this as well. It does tell you what they are. So there's his example. And that is what I colored with alcohol markers. I really like these books. You're gonna see a lot of these. This is Charlie Harper Volume 2. And this one, I did this page. This one I did alter a bit. What I did was I just took every single straight line and, except that one apparently, hey, extended it across the entire page. I did kind of go by the colors that he has for his rendering, but slightly different, obviously. I used my alcohol markers and acrylic paint pens. And then I put a skinny glitter washi tape border on there. So slightly altered Charlie Harper. This was a lot of fun. I'm sure I'll be doing this quite a bit more with these. They're very simple drawings, a lot of them. Just in some of these, you know, kind of plain ones, make them a little more interesting. So that is Charlie Harper, Volume 2. The next one I also did a video on. This is Creative Therapy Nero Relax Coloring Book. I did this page. I used my Prism Oracle deck to get my colors. Just randomly chose 6 colors out of there, matched them up, colored it, and then because these lines, you know, you use alcohol markers, which I used alcohol markers, they tend to bleed because these lines are very thin and faint. So I wanted to figure out what to do to kind of mask that, and what I did was I got my silver Link Shine gel pen, and I looked in a book that I have about stitches and picked out a few and made it look like it was stitched on there with some silver thread. And then I put a skinny glitter washi tape border around. So that is Creative Therapy Nero Relax Coloring Book. Next I have 50 Snowflakes to Color by Camelia Angelkova. This had been a whip since probably November or December of last year. There it is. What took forever was just doing the white outline. I believe I used my Mancola dual brush and fine liner markers, and then I used my Link silver gel pen And the blue glitter gel pen is also Link. And then I used my white jelly roll to do those outlines. So that is 50 Snowflakes to Color by Camelia Angelkova. Next one is Color Yourselves to Tranquility by Melissa Lunet. I colored the nameplate page in this one. There was a couple of videos on this one. This one I used my new colored pencils. You can see they blend fantastic. Very, very happy with those colored pencils. I will definitely be using those a lot. And then my outlines are all with acrylic paint pens, various brands. Thule Art, Jeff Neob, Artistro, they're all in there. Yes, very, very happy with how that one turned out. This is another book I think that I will be coloring quite a bit in. So that is Color Yourself to Tranquility, original art by Melissa Lunet. It's all trees, by the way. It's a bunch of trees. That's all it is. I really like it. Next one I have is Seasons by Hannah Carlzon. Again, videos on this one. This was my coloring challenge set forth by my 16-year-old niece. She gave me parameters, which I don't have in front of me. So all of this is done because of what she had said. Those parameters are in my other video that are specifically about this picture. It is a 2-page spread. She picked the book, she picked the pages, and gave me the parameters. I believe it was psychedelic animals. Plants can glow under the black light, which they do. Again, that is in my video. The crystals, dark and swirly. And the background can be whatever I want. So the background is completely done in Flycy Chrome paint pen. That is 3 coats. I really wanted to do another one, but I had already used a whole paint pen to get it to where it was. So, you know, where do you draw the line? Apparently at 3 coats. So I used everything, including the kitchen sink. No, I didn't do that. Flowers, sand, these orange bits, the frogs are based in Super Tips. Leaves too. These blues are this blue, this gray, that is all acrylic paint pen. The main part of this mushroom is Jelly Roll Glaze. And these spots, that there, that's all Jelly Roll Glaze. I used Jelly Roll Glaze gray and black on the frogs. This darker blue down here is also Jelly Roll Glaze. And then I used my dollar store glitter markers to do these purple bits in the flowers and a lot of the crystal parts. And these little bits here that are glittery blue on the bottom. And then I outlined everything that glows pretty much in here. I outlined with the Jelly Roll Moonlight neon colors. So a big part of these flowers, these berries, some of the outline, the Jelly Roll white of the mushrooms, all the flowers, all this orange, a bunch of the frog, that all glows under the black light. I will insert a picture of the glowing effects. I also added a little bit of, I want to say it's called flaked ice, glitter stuff on there. So this was a crazy challenge, a lot of fun. I'm going to ask her to give me some more challenges. Oh, the black outline is black acrylic paint pen. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. On the gold is Jeff Neeb acrylic paint pen also. Lots of fun. So that needs protection or it'll stick to the other side. So we're going to put that back in there. Seasons by Hannah Carlson. My next one was also for the Lonely Pencil Challenge. This is Disney Stained Glass by Hatchet Heroes. I chose this page by flipping through my Disney's Who's Who book. It has just the informational book that has all of the Disney characters in it. It is not up to date anymore. I'm gonna have to get another one. It's pretty close though. And it was also for my Lonely Colored Pencil Challenge. As I flipped through my Disney's Who's Who, landed on Hunchback of Notre Dame, and this was the only Hunchback of Notre Dame picture in this book. I used my Amazon Basics. I believe there's 24 colors in that. I did a lot of blending. I mean, you can see if you get up close that there's, in a lot of these areas, 3 or 4 different colors. The only thing that I did not blend in here were the 2 blues in the window and the teardrop things. Those are the only things that I did not blend multiple colors to get where it is. I did use my Disney's Who's Who to color them as close to what their character is in the movie as I could. So that is Esmeralda and her goat that I don't know the name of that dude. In Disney Stained Glass, this is a very big book. Just for reference, this is your normal size book, and that is how big this book is. Quite large. Do we have an illustrator in here? Hardcover. I do like me some hardcover books. Illustrations. Jean-Luc Guérin. Fun book. I will be doing more in here also. That is all of my completed pages for April. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time.